What is going on, guys? It's your boy Danny Mangan, looking very, very different to how you guys last saw me. My hair's gone. Man's a tennis ball, bruv. A tennis ball. I will explain the reasons to why I shaved my head in another video. Don't worry, guys. I will explain everything. But welcome to the video, guys. You've seen my title. We're 2 weeks post-surgery now. It's been 2 weeks already, I can't believe it. And I wanted to show you guys my full day of eating post-surgery and how I'm keeping and, you know, trying to preserve the muscle mass for our competition prep, which I will also talk about maybe in this video, maybe in another video. But for now, guys, welcome to the full day of eating. If you're new around here, subscribe, like the video, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm eating right now. Let's go. Okay, guys, so as some of you guys know, I am coached by Jace Long. He is my coach. He is also my friend's Dan coach, and he's also coached a lot of people. Anyway, coaches give out diet plans, as we know. So I've been sticking to my diet plan with some additions in as well. So meal number one of the day looks like this. We have 220 grams of steak. This is weighed cooked, okay? So if you think about it, this is like 300 grams of steak before it's cooked. So it's a lot of steak. We've got one bagel with 2 cream cheese, and we've got 2 eggs with 20 grams of peanut butter. This is actually just part one of breakfast. Like, my first meal of the day is a massive meal. So I'll show you part two in a minute, but I'm flipping starving. It's actually 25 past 11 here, and there's actually one more thing we need to complete breakfast. And I like kickstarting my rest days in this way, but we need one of these bad boys. The White Monsters. I still think this is the OG of energy drinks, to be honest. Nothing is beating this, in my opinion. Liam, LSJ, if you're watching this, cheers, bro. Let's get it. Oh yeah, still recording. Banging. The first taste of a White Monster in the morning. Oh my god, superb. Meal one, this is now part two of meal one. Like I said, my breakfast is pretty massive. I like to think there's like maybe 1,700, possibly even 2,000 calories just in my first meal. So it's not really a joke. I still get a lot of calories in from the get-go. This is part two of meal one. We have Proz's Real Whey 100% whey in the strawberry flavour in here, ready to go. Shout out to Proz's, my sponsors. If you guys need any protein, links will be in the description. Use DMAC for 10% off. I'll link this exact protein in. This is what I use, and it's very, very good, very, very tasty. Then we have 80 grams of the cream of rice from Cardiff Sports Nutrition. For you guys that know I eat baby rice, it's very, very good equivalent, and it tastes bloody good as well, not just like baby food. So that was part two of meal one. 25 grams of whey in here from Proz's, 80 grams of cream of rice in here in the chocolate flavour, and that is it. So, a little bit off topic from this video. I've just seen that I've got an allowance from Proz's, which is really, really nice to them, and I've just hooked myself up with some products. I can't wait for them to come. I'm actually literally, I don't even know why this is here. This is actually my mom's. So my mom uses the Amino Prime. It's like a basic, it's amino acid with a bit of caffeine in it, and it's great for her because she doesn't want like a massively heavy stim pre-workout. So she does like her body blast classes, she'll take like a scoop of this Amino Prime, and it's loaded up with amino acids, and then per scoop she gets 100 milligrams, per serving is 100 milligrams of caffeine. Now for body blast for my mom, that's perfect. So yeah, Amino Prime. But anyway, I just got a nice allowance from Proz's. I'm going to do like a Proz's haul. We just copped a lot of free stuff. So again, thank you to Proz's. If you guys need any supplements, clothing, whatever you need, DMAC will be in the description. Yeah. Dan, 1 minute. Sorry, I was really interrupted then. Sorry. Like I was saying, guys, if you need any Proz's supplements, clothing, whatever you need, links will be in the description. Use DMAC for 10% off and go check it out because the quality of these products are amazing and they're very, very, very reasonably priced. So do get on it, check it out. Right, meal two. I'm going to show you what's going on. It's completely different to what I normally have, I'm not going to lie. But the aim of the game right now is to keep calories as high as possible. Therefore, we need to eat food. And I'm trying to eat foods I like eating that are very calorie dense to do this. Protein being the priority. So you'll see now we're going to a red meat because red meat typically is higher in protein count and will be higher in fat as well, which means more calories for me, which means hopefully I'm gonna stop losing weight because I've lost like 7 kilos already from this operation, which isn't great. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Anyway, stop bitching, we've got to keep eating. So this is what we got for second meal, okay? In this bowl of mine, we've got some pasta and we've got some mashed potato. My back's gonna break and this angle's awful. But anyway, in this bowl, we've got some pasta and we've got some mashed potato. How much, I don't know. But that's gonna be my carb source. And then we've also got some bolognese and mince left over from the other night, which I'm gonna weigh out and put on my pasta and my mashed potato. The reason I'm weighing the mince, not the carb sources, is because I'm actually gonna make sure I get enough protein in today, because that's the priority when it comes to keeping muscle, as we all know. So I'm gonna go for my normal amount of 150 grams of mince weighed cooked on top of this pasta and this mashed potato, and that's gonna be meal 2. And we're gonna accompany that by Amino Prime that I showed you a minute ago to get some nice taste going on my taste buds. Okay, so this is gonna be my first time tasting the Amino Prime by Prozis. I've got the pineapple flavour right here. I'm just gonna give it a quick taste test live on camera. I never had it before. It looks pretty good. It smells good. I'm not gonna lie, the Prozis smells of the flavours are very, very accurate to what they taste like. So this should taste pretty good. Let's have a go. Exactly how pineapple tastes. I'll tell you what, one of the best things about Prozis supplements, the mixability of the protein and the EAAs and the pre-workouts and all their products. It's just fantastic. Like, this is properly mixed up. There's no bits, there's no nothing. There's no powders, it's just pure liquid, the way it should be. Because I hate it when I'm drinking something and there's just bits of chalk or powder in my drink. It's just jarring, isn't it? Have it. Meal number 2. 5% lean fat mince with some tomato sauce, like the tomato spaghetti bolognese sauce, which in off season is perfectly fine. We've got some mashed potato, how much I don't even know, and we've got a little bit of pasta. All in all, probably going to get around, what, 50 grams of protein from this meal and like, what, 50 grams of carbs, and a little bit of fat. Happy days, happy days, happy days. Even if you're not, like this for example, is an easy bulking meal. So if you need any ideas for new food, minced pasta and mashed potato. It's like a spaghetti bolognese, to be honest, with a added mashed potato. It's a great idea for like a bulking meal. Okay guys, so we're back for meal 3 at 7 o'clock. I am running behind on meals. I actually just had a nap. In this meal, guys, we are having baby rice again from Carla Sports Nutrition, 60 grams of the blueberries, and we're also going to whack in 50 grams of peanut butter. Sorry, 15 grams of peanut butter, not 50, to complete the meal, which is quite a nice snack. So you get it all together, you mix it up, and you get like a protein pudding kind of thing. So if you're looking for a meal that tastes good and it's not chicken and rice, cream of rice, peanut butter, blueberries, and then I'm also going to drink a protein shake. I normally would add the protein powder into this to create some ultimate blend, but I've only got strawberry protein. So for me to put strawberry and chocolate together is a bit of a weird one. So I'm going to drink the protein, but you can also add in protein flavours into this. It makes it pretty good, like a pudding. So cream of rice, peanut butter, blueberries, and protein on the side. Meal 3. On that meal, guys, we get 2 Snacker Jack rice cakes. These are great. It's 41 calories per rice cake. I have the salt and vinegar ones because they're peng. And seeing as we're losing weight, I might just eat a couple more of these, but it's normally 2. But seeing as weight's dropping massively, I might make it 10. You know what I mean? Just chilling on the sofa now, having some relaxation time, watching a film called Riddick with Vin Diesel. Check it out. Pretty tired. I'm going to answer some questions in a minute because a lot of you guys have actually asked me some decent questions about my surgery, training, all that good stuff. So we're going to address some in a short second. What YouTube? What are you saying? It's the next day. Holy shit, I'm such a crappy YouTuber at times. Although then again, like, after I had those rice cakes, I only had 4 of them, by the way. I then fell asleep on the couch watching Riddick with my mom. Came out of the kitchen and was like, oh shit, I need to eat something because otherwise I'm going to lose all my muscle. Walked into the kitchen, made some big ass protein shake, right? So that was my last meal of the day last night before bed, 12 o'clock. I had 60 grams of whey from Prozis. I had 20 grams of peanut butter, and I had 70 grams of oats. just to close off my day. Again, not as much food as I should be eating or need to be eating. However, we're making the best out of a bad situation. My appetite's gone to shit, and liquid calories are very useful. Today, I've just had my normal breakfast like I had yesterday. So that would be the steak, the bagel, the egg white, the cream of rice, and the protein meal. Anyway, so today I'm going to finish this video off with a quick Q&A. On Instagram, I asked a couple of you guys to send your questions in regarding training, gyno, whatever you wanted to know about. So I'm going to answer those questions to finish off the video. Welcome to the Q&A. Oh, the camera's not very, spitter. Hello and welcome to this edition of the Q&A. Today, we're going to be answering all of your questions. We've got quite a lot, which is nice. A couple training questions, a couple surgery questions, a couple personal questions, loads of good questions, which is great. So thank you to everyone that has submitted a question. I'm going to pick the best ones, or the ones I feel like are most relevant to the video, and I'm going to answer those questions, okay? So first of all, we're going to start with one. Okay, here is one from Sam Guest Lifts. Sam asks, once you're fully healed, is there anything you are going to change in your training once you come back? So yes, obviously when I come back in hopefully 2 weeks time, which will be 4 weeks post-surgery, I will be training at around 70–80% for the first 2 weeks. So what does that mean to me? That means less intensity, not so heavy on the loading, potentially a bit more volume. We're just trying to get in there and get blood moving again, wake the muscle up, but still, you know, potentially put on some progressive overload. We will see. Anything, I mean, that joke is anything over the last 4 weeks is going to be progressive overload because I've done nothing for the last 4 weeks. So to answer your question, dude, we'll come in at 70–80%, get some blood going to the muscle, and then once I'm healed again, it will be back on the low volume, high intensity approach that I've always done. So I hope that answers your question, dude. Question from John Shepherd. Can you get gyno again? So, gyno, if they take 95% of the gland out, the glandular tissue that is inside of my breast, or anyone's breast that has gyno, then there isn't enough for it to grow back again. Now, the first thing they said to me was, oh, but if you take steroids, you know, it's going to come back. And in my head, I'm like, they have to say that. I've spoken to many people who have, you know, who have gyno, who have taken steroids, and you know they've had the operation like 2 or 3 years ago, and they've got nothing. So I personally, you know, don't think it will come back because they've taken most of the tissue out. But is it possible? It is possible, but I'm talking like 1–2%. It's very, very, very unlikely that it will come back, but not impossible. Okay, next question. Are you on any form of diet since your surgery? Well, I guess you've just watched the video. Like I said in the video, my diet's a lot more flexible at the moment. I still know what I need to eat throughout the day. I know how much I need of you know, each macro, but I'm not following set paper diet at the moment. My main concern is calories and protein. Ryan Hawkins asks, what do you think is your weakest area on your physique? My chest by miles. And it's so shit because my chest is not great, and now I've just had surgery on it, which means it's gonna, like, I'm now gonna wait for it to recover so I can even get it back to where it was and then try and get it even bigger. But my weakest area by far is my chest. My strongest is my legs and my back. As you guys know, if you've been following me for a while, I love leg day. Let's see. How many calories should you be on 9 weeks out? That is totally dependent to the individual, Dan Maskell. Dan Maskell is totally dependent on the individual. Yeah? Jesus. Dan Maskell is my... You probably all think I'm getting pissed off at someone. Dan is a good friend of mine. He just asked how many calories should be on 9 weeks out. To answer that question simply, it depends on the individual's needs. It depends on where they're at in their body. You know, how much fat they've got to lose. You know, all the different variables. So You know, what I recommend is listening to a coach, finding a coach, trusting the coach. Some people might be on this amount of food, some people might be on this amount of food, this amount of food, this amount of food. There's no magic number when it comes to calories. It's all down to the individual. So yeah, I might be on 20 million calories. I might be on 3,000 calories, where Dan Maskell might be on 2,500 calories, where other person might be on 1,000 calories, 2,000 calories. You know, it all varies. And then again, it also depends if you're a male or female, which also changes the game plan. There's so many different variables. There's another question I want to answer. How much weight have you lost, gained since the op? So I've lost like 8 kilos, which is depressing, since the operation. Now, we know that you can't, I don't personally believe you can lose muscle in 4 weeks. You know, not quality muscle. You might lose a little bit, but you're not going to lose loads and loads of muscle. So I've probably lost 7-8 kilos of water, glycogen, fullness of my muscles, creatine, all the different variables as well. So, you know when I go back into training, I'm going to puff that back out real quick. My muscle memory is going to blow me up. So we'll see. I guess when I start training again and my food intake is consistent and I'm training, we'll see what my weight says, and we'll see if we lost anything at all. How has your mental health been on your recovery? So it hasn't been that, it's a weird one. So first of all, the first 2 weeks have gone really quickly. I think the first week was my hardest week so far, as you would expect. So like wearing the compression vest is really shit, because it makes your posture really crappy. So I used to look in the mirror and think, oh no, I look shit because my shoulders are out of line and I look like I've just been hit by a truck. And then I look at the scales and be like, oh, I've lost a kilo, I lost another kilo, I've lost another kilo. I think the hardest part was like taking check-in photos for my coach, Jace, and sending that to him, because like, I love check-in day normally, so I love like taking photos and sending it to Jace and having a positive week and a productive week. And every time I send him photos, I think, oh no, I've just had a shit week, I'm going backwards, and I look at my body, I'm like, yuck. You know, it's hard. I think that will all change once I'm back in the gym. Obviously it will. For me, it's like, the worst part about this whole thing is I can't train. I've got boys on prep, so Dan's on prep, for example, Dan Maskell's on prep, and he's smashing it, he's sending me photos of how he looks, it looks incredible, he's just going balls to walls, and I'm like, fuck, I want to train, you know. But mental health has been okay with it. It could be worse, it could be better, but it is what it is. You know, it's just adversity and we got to get through it. Let's have a look. I've answered that one, I've answered that one, I've answered that one, I've answered that one. I've answered that one. Okay, we'll call it a day there, guys. Thank you for all your questions. Pretty good questions. I picked all the best ones I wanted to pick. I hope I answered your question. If I didn't, please send it again. We'll do another Q&A. There's a lot of cool content coming up in the future, including maybe a second channel of mine and some good shit going in. We'll see how we go. But for now, guys, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like the video, please. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you to everyone that has watched this video. I really do appreciate it. Please like the video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If I didn't answer your question, feel free to send it in again when we do another Q&A, and we will make sure to answer it then. A lot of cool shit going on, guys. Subscribe if you're new. Please like the video. Share with anyone that would find this video, you know, in any way beneficial. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!